The Nikon Zf Mark II is not just another camera release. It is a bold statement that Nikon is fully embracing its retro-inspired design language while pushing mirrorless performance into territory that feels distinctly modern. When you first pick it up, it almost feels like a love letter to photography's golden era, yet it carries enough cutting-edge technology to rival anything in Nikon's lineup today. The price for the Nikon Zf Mark II starts at around $2,299 body only, which places it right in the premium enthusiast and professional hybrid shooter category. At this price, expectations are naturally high, and Nikon seems to know that. From the moment you pull the Zf Mark II out of the box, the design is what immediately strikes you. It has that vintage Nikon film camera feel, reminiscent of the classic FM2, with manual dials for shutter speed, ISO, and exposure compensation. These tactile controls make the camera as enjoyable to use as it is to look at. It is a rare device where form and function blend seamlessly. The brass dials have a reassuring resistance, the leather-textured grip feels premium, and even though the camera nods to the past, the build is thoroughly modern, weather-sealed, sturdy, and ready for demanding use. But aesthetics only carry a camera so far. What really matters is how it performs. Nikon has packed the Zf Mark II with a 45.7 megapixel full-frame sensor, which is the same resolution you will find in its higher-end Z series models. This sensor, paired with Nikon's latest X7 processor, delivers image quality that is nothing short of stunning. You get incredibly detailed shots, wide dynamic range, and excellent color reproduction straight out of the camera. Nikon's color science has always been praised for its natural tones, and here it feels even more refined. Skin tones look realistic, landscapes pop with vibrancy, and low light performance is impressive thanks to the back-illuminated sensor design. Speaking of low light, one of the standout strengths of the Zf Mark II is its ISO range. Native ISO spans from 64 to 25,600, expandable up to 102,400. In practice, that means you can comfortably shoot in dimly lit environments without having to lean on artificial lighting. Noise is well controlled even at higher ISOs, and combined with the camera's in-body 5-axis stabilization, handheld night shots become far more reliable than you might expect. Nikon claims up to 8 stops of stabilization, which is incredibly useful not only for stills but also for handheld video work. Autofocus is another area where Nikon has made big strides. The Zf Mark II inherits the advanced subject detection autofocus system from Nikon's flagship Z9. This means you get deep learning AI-based recognition that can track people, animals, vehicles, and even smaller subjects like birds in flight with remarkable accuracy. Eye detection is fast and sticky, locking onto your subject even in challenging conditions. The camera boasts 493 phase detection points that cover nearly the entire frame, giving you the freedom to compose without worrying about whether your subject is in the focus area. For fast action or unpredictable movement, the Zf Mark II feels confident, reliable, and consistent. Speed is also a big part of this camera's identity. With continuous shooting up to 20 frames per second RAW and 30 frames per second in JPEG, it can handle sports, wildlife, or any high-paced scenario. The buffer is deep enough to allow long bursts without choking, especially if you are using a fast CF Express card. This speed, combined with the autofocus system, makes the Zf Mark II far more than just a stylish street or portrait camera. It is capable of serious professional work. For video shooters, Nikon has given the Zf Mark II the kind of attention that many retro-inspired cameras often lack. It records 8K at 30 frames per second and 4K oversampled up to 120 frames per second, offering crisp footage that videographers will appreciate. Nikon's flat N-Log and HLG options ensure maximum flexibility in post-production, while 10-bit internal recording means you do not need to rely solely on external recorders for professional results. The rolling shutter is minimal, autofocus during video is smooth, and the image stabilization keeps handheld footage looking cinematic. For hybrid creators who need one camera for both stills and video, the Zf Mark II is an exceptionally well-balanced option. The EVF electronic viewfinder is another highlight. At 3.69 million dots with a fast refresh rate, it feels immersive and accurate. The rear LCD is fully articulating, making it easy for vlogging, low-angle shots, or self-recording. It is also touch-sensitive, allowing quick menu navigation or tap to focus, which is increasingly expected on modern cameras. The screen quality is excellent, with good brightness for outdoor shooting and accurate color reproduction. Ergonomics are worth discussing in more detail because they might be a deciding factor for some buyers. The Zf Mark II's retro design comes with a slimmer grip compared to Nikon's Z6 or Z8 models. While it feels elegant and stylish, users with larger hands might find it less comfortable for long sessions, especially when paired with big telephoto lenses. That said, Nikon seems aware of this and has designed optional grips that can enhance handling without compromising the aesthetic. For photographers who love the tactile feel of dials and manual control, the Zf Mark II is pure joy, but if you are coming from a DSLR with a chunky grip, there is a small adjustment period. Battery life is solid, though not groundbreaking. You can expect around 500 to 600 shots per charge under normal use, which is typical for a high-resolution mirrorless camera. For extended shoots or heavy video work, carrying an extra battery or using USB-C power delivery is advisable. The dual card slots, a combination of CF Express Type B and UHS 2SD, offer flexibility and reliability. Professional shooters will appreciate having the speed of CF Express for high-burst shooting and video, alongside the convenience of widely available SD cards. One of the most appealing aspects of the Zf Mark II is how it bridges nostalgia and innovation. On one hand, it is a camera that makes you want to slow down, enjoy the process, and really engage with photography in a more tactile way. On the other, it is a powerhouse of modern technology that can keep up with demanding professional needs. This duality is what makes it so unique in the market. You can take it on a casual street photography walk and enjoy the retro vibe, then bring it into a professional studio or a high-pressure sports shoot and it will perform without compromise. Of course, no camera is perfect. While the Zf Mark II excels in many areas, there are some limitations to note. The body, while beautifully designed, is not as robust in handling as Nikon's more workhorse-oriented cameras like the Z8 or Z9. It is durable, but the ergonomics lean more towards style than absolute practicality. The retro dials, while lovely, can sometimes slow you down if you are used to quick adjustments via command wheels. In video mode, while the performance is strong, Nikon still trails slightly behind Sony when it comes to autofocus smoothness during fast subject changes. And the price, at $22.99, while fair for what is offered, does place it in competition with other high-performance models that might be more versatile depending on the user's needs. Still, the Nikon Zf Mark II is not trying to be the ultimate do-everything camera. Instead, it aims to balance artistry and technology, and in that respect, it succeeds spectacularly. For photographers who value both image quality and the experience of shooting, it is an incredibly rewarding tool. It captures the soul of photography while still being packed with features that meet modern professional standards. When you step back and look at the full package, the design, the performance, the video capabilities, and the price, it becomes clear that Nikon has carved out something special here. The Zf Mark II is a camera that will appeal to enthusiasts who crave the tactile feel of vintage controls, professionals who need high-resolution performance, and hybrid shooters who want strong video capabilities without compromising on stills. It is not just a nostalgic gimmick, it is a serious tool wrapped in a beautiful shell. In a market crowded with mirrorless cameras chasing specs, the Nikon Zf Mark II stands out by offering more than just numbers. It offers character, experience, and a sense of connection to the craft. You can feel the history of Nikon in its design while enjoying the advantages of today's cutting-edge technology. It is a reminder that photography is not just about capturing images, it is about enjoying the process of making them. So, is the Nikon Zf Mark II worth its $22.99 price tag? For anyone who values both performance and design, the answer is a clear yes. It delivers the kind of image quality, autofocus, and video capabilities that professionals demand, while offering an experience that makes you want to pick it up and shoot every day. It is a camera that does not just meet expectations but makes you excited about photography again, and that is something that cannot be measured in specs alone. In the end, the Nikon Zf Mark II is more than a camera, it is an experience. It is a bridge between past and present, a tool that inspires creativity while delivering professional-level performance. If you are in the market for a camera that does not just get the job done but makes you fall in love with the process of shooting, this is it.